Alright everybody, welcome back to PGA Tour 2K23, and I've been playing a lot of this game. Frankly, I can't stop, and I don't know why. But we're going to go into the Waste Management Phoenix Open at TPC Scottsdale. Our new rival is Lexi Thompson. Still rocking the Cobra sponsorship. We're also doing Titleist and Nike. We're second in the FedEx Cup standings, surprisingly. The CPU in the beginning was very easy, and I think only one tournament did they go more than 5 under. But in the last two, we put it up too hard.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is
the course conditions are at hard as well.
Season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, it looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Might not have ended up too bad.
Lexi's young, but has been on tour for about 30-40 years, it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack in experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball, and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry, because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her.
Oh, I didn't see this.
Fellas, I hit a loft
what
wedge.
A shot.
I'm not sure it's running that far.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
So
no, he didn't.
Be a par to start their round.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole play.
Oh, Lexi -1 after
The second
one.
hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right, so a good accurate approach required. Playing from around 150 yards here.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
If it wasn't so slow.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
It's a good chip.
Getting ready to play their third.
I pulled it. Pulled it into the hole.
Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
We don't need to see this again. It was like, what, 12 foot?
Currently 1 under for the day.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Yeah, we actually did really well in the last tournament. The unfortunate thing was the second day we...
It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out.
The second day, I think it was, we just couldn't get anything going.
Downwind on this shot.
It's not gonna... Yep. Dang it. It's the pull. Pull strikes again.
With the third shot.
Honestly, I could have played that bank. That's what I should have done.
This would be a great up and down.
Because again, this one should have been a pretty easy birdie with the... Oh, and it was.
Lovely play, they're now ahead of their rival.
That's back-to-back putts made from off the green.
Another look. Let's see that again.
I say I think we had a 7 or a 6 iron in there. To the par 5,
And
that
that
is.
finds him in a share
We
of
had a
second.
backstop we
Always
could
like to see
guarantee
your name moving
use.
up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. A fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again. Front, left and short right requires a pretty accurate and solid strike.
Slow, but we pulled it, so that might work out. Yes, it does. Fortunately, just ran on
Yeah,
a
nicely
mile.
played.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Good opportunity coming up. Make this putt, and you'll move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
Ooh.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Okay, let's get back to the action. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt. Okay,
Aw,
steady
A
now.
little bit too hard, but just had
Just 6 feet between
much
he and
break
the hole.
Nice little
on it.
par putt here.
Good putt that.
I haven't seen a putting display like this since I was 5 years old.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. And playing this one from around 120 yards out. Just one shot back now.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against
Extra.
the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
the only less I could have gone with was putter. It's downhill. Might be too hard.
That was a gallant attempt. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it.
You just have to
Luke,
bring
I
the
don't know if you
downhill
know
ones
this or
back
not, but
so
nothing
far.
rolls like a ball.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot
What in the
lead.
hell is Rich Beam talking about?
The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. And again, it's more position off the tee that's required here, with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in.
Couldn't
Bold
with the
players will
wind.
get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them.
I don't think we can get on there.
It's heading to the rough for mine.
Maybe if it was
Getting
perfect,
ready to
but
play their 3rd.
definitely not
Only
when
one
it's
shot
slow
off the
like that.
pace. He has this putt to save his par. Oh, that's a great save.
So we need to start attacking
What an effort.
Scottsdale, start hitting
It
better
was off
approaches.
the tee with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
And Scott,
She's currently
Scottsdale's
trailing
not
her
too tough a
rival.
course.
Let's see what happens here.
And after that hole, this is how the
The
leaderboard
greens can
looks
be a
right
bit
now.
tough if you don't hit them in the right
The
spots.
leader now
but
has a one-stroke advantage.
as far as driving and stuff like that, it's not
The 7th here at Scottsdale
not the
is a par
hardest
3.
course.
A straightaway hole. The bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required.
Just like that. Ooh, we might have needed more spin on there.
Wow, what a shot.
Nicely done.
Ooh, can share the lead here if you can hold this putt.
Oh, they dropped? Oh, I pushed it like crazy.
Oh, so close.
Uh.
And this putt coming up for his par. Yeah, we'll take that. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Oh, that's a lovely shape shot.
We don't even
Let's
see the
take
end
a look
result.
at the leaderboard.
Yeah. Later drop
The 8th
back,
hole
we're
at
only one
TPC
away.
Scottsdale's a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back
God.
tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need
And
to
I
be
hit it
avoided,
bad.
so you can get to the green in 2.
Damn it.
If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure.
That's not
Where
how
did
you
that
do
come
it.
from? That's not his style. Now moving over to
God.
Lexi Thompson.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind.
I don't want
her
to see
rival scooting ahead.
a
Let's see
highlight
what happens.
and then immediately
This
another
rough
highlight.
looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it?
It takes away from what you're doing. And when you're hitting, or when you hit a bad shot, and then you immediately get a
Putting for a
highlight,
par now.
honestly, it kind of pisses me off even more. 'Cause I think we
Come
bogeyed.
on, ball. Don't deny him.
That's a lovely effort, that one. That's a handy putt to make. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah,
I was
let's
gonna
see
get
this again.
mad if I missed it,
Have
but
this one on
I
repeat.
thought I was going to anyway. Even though it didn't have too much break, it was a really good putt.
Tommy Fleetwood currently in the lead. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of
come
room off the
on.
tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie.
What
Opting
hurts
for
is
the
that I'm
100,
doing
I
this
think.
on really long par
Yeah,
fours
the
to where
approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
we can't make it
Come out
to
of
the
the rough. Your
green.
distance control gets off.
This putt is about 8 feet.
This is what they have left for a par.
Come on. There we go.
Well done.
All right. Only birdies are on 2 and 3. We got to get some on this
This
back
is the
nine.
transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
The fast
Good
coming
shot
out of
there.
nowhere now.
It's a fairway finder for sure.
I'm usually not this
What
fast
kind
when,
of shot
with
are
the
they facing
drives
here, Henny?
and
He's
the
looking
longer
at
ones.
Perhaps 175, I'd say.
Opting for the 9-iron.
They've chosen to club down on this one.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She got one back on that last hole.
I was going to be like, or we could just stare at my dude.
See if we can make this big putt for birdie.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
Yeah, 27 foot, the
And
same
back to
as
the course
mine.
with the live action. Henny's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
It was supposed to
And
come
in it
back a
goes for
little
the
bit.
par.
And I did try to power it a little bit past the break, but
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie.
Nope.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. Lining up the birdie putt here.
it might be too hard.
And you hold it. What a monster.
It's perfect.
And with that, we'll move to 3 under par.
We can't keep
That was a
relying on
touch
these
of
really
class.
big putts.
Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
He's currently sitting in 4th place. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed.
Oh, yeah.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
This putt from around 18 feet.
Did I hit
Tweet,
it?
tweet. This is for two
Well,
birdies.
I did.
You've finished your work on that
Need a
hole.
more break.
Let's take a look at the next one. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Can't even see
And
it.
after this hole, that's how it looks. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
They got it to -5.
The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge.
Ah, if
Going
it
with a
wasn't
6-iron
slow.
here.
Don't go.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the green side bunker. And this putt to move them into a tie for second.
Didn't hit it.
Ooh. Currently at 3 under for the day.
Man. Par 5 where
The
we
14th
basically
is
have
strong
between a
par
6 and a
4,
5 iron.
almost measuring 500
Need to be
yards
birdieing it.
from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts.
It's
Going
so
with the
weird
hybrid.
how the smallest bit of a
Not sure
push or
if that's what
pull
they were
affects it
intending to do.
way more
Wind
than a
is
slow.
absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Well, we're going dropping a shot here.
Playing their 4th shot, just 3 back from the leader.
Maybe 2. Jesus. I was on the
One wheat
fairway.
bix
Why
too
did it go
many, I
that
think.
far?
What's in front of them, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Yep.
That putt went a bit
We might
long
as well
there.
drop 2 shots on basically a straight
That's a good
hole
putt to
with
make,
no
that one.
hazards.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
Here's Lexi Thompson. Now that mighty shot was certainly worth a move up the leaderboard. Let's see what it's done.
I
Trailing
cannot
by
make a
4
tournament
strokes.
without some double bogey dropping me from a shot or 2 from the lead.
15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently 4 shots off
Slow.
the pace.
Good God. Is that even getting over the water?
Looked a little thirsty.
Oh my God.
And just in the first cut here. Good shot there, Beamer. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
This is what they have left for bogey.
Oh, he's up, Tiger.
We couldn't miss a putt in the front 9.
That gets the job done.
And then we have 2 doubles in a row. That slow
Sitting
made
at 1
absolutely
over for
no
the
sense.
day.
It went half
Not
the
much
distance.
happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the stadium hole, par 316. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. This would be a great up and down. Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And with that hole behind us, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. The penultimate hole at TPC Scottsdale is an absolute beauty. Do you go for it or lay up? A drive here that's just slightly pulled will find the hazard to the left. But if you're short right, a chance to get up and down for your birdie and really push for the title.
God, I needed it to be a little bit fast.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. Moments like that deserve another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Okay, it's just like real life. When I get really pissed off and don't care and just hit it, it usually goes in.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
It's been so tight.
She drove
She's
the green,
tied
huh?
here
Okay.
with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
We were 30 yards short.
So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
She was putting for eagle and made a bogey.
Quality shot, that one. The approach into the final green at TPC Scottsdale is usually with a little bit of relief, Rich, because the water's behind you.
Luke, the second shot at the 18th is fairly straightforward, but how confident are you feeling with 50,000 sets of eyes focused on you?
An opportunity for a birdie here. Ooh. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. And that signs off on today's round.
After being 3 under, we end even. Oh. My God, fellas, my God.
Well, Rich, that was a tale of two nines, wasn't it? A bit of the yin and a bit of the yang.
Yeah, bro. I mean, he just went out there and just didn't really have it going on the back as he did the front, because, you know, that's just the way that life goes.
What?
Well, that was a thrilling
All right,
day.
buddy.
And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
Really sucks. Because almost in every single second or third round, I need to be going like 12 under.
2K
Well,
Sports in association
A
with
lot
the
of the
PGA
third
Tour
rounds, it's
proudly
like I need to go
presents
12
the
under to
season-long
do it,
race
and I'll
for
go
the
like
FedEx
10,
Cup, where
and only
Waste
be 2
Management
away.
Phoenix
It's like,
Open. Today's coverage is about to begin.
and then the second
Pleased
round, I
you
need to be
could
10
join us for
under
this second round action.
to get near the lead.
Hello, Luke Elvey here with Rich Beam. And Rich, as this round begins, what are your thoughts on this particular player?
Look, only a couple behind, so yeah, they are right into this at the moment. They've got to keep pressing on, not worry about what the players are doing around them, and keep their eye on the prize. Keep on that front foot and start making birdies.
Looking forward to this, Rich. Let's get into the action.
Bye.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Lovely touch. Well played.
Judging it beautifully.
Time to tee off at the second. They don't look to be dressed appropriately with their head to the beach.
And of course, it had to hit the
And how's
downslope
that ball
right there
lying?
so that we're on the lip.
Perfect lie in the sand doesn't exist. Oh, yes, it does. It's sitting good.
Yeah, if you think this is a perfect lie, you're an idiot. Even though we hit a great shot at it.
Okay, step one complete. Out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Fair effort that. Good birdie. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here at the third hole. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway.
Alright, so this we have to get on the second tier. So the 5-iron really won't do it. We'll loft this up and put some spin.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
It was the
This
push.
one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
Close to the surface here, and the green side rough.
I moved it to the right and put almost max spin on it so that
This
it
is from miles
wouldn't
away.
go down that
Little
ridge.
birdie
But they don't
looking
know
here.
how chips work in spin, so it was inevitable. Just come back down.
This putt about 11 feet in distance.
Looking good.
Nope.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's one stroke behind her rival in this event.
So after that hole, this is the
It's
current
amazing
standings on the course.
How
And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the
they
leaderboard.
didn't rework splashes and
Teeing off
chips.
here at the 4th.
All they did was do a complete 180 on what they did. Neither one has any spin. Even if you put max spin, it doesn't do anything. And now instead of natural spin, they have forward momentum for some reason and shoot forward. I played that chip so that it could run out 20 feet without catching that slope. And it still did. I hit it good, and I put almost max spin on it. Come on.
Going with the 8-iron here. That was a beauty. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Nope, because I pulled it.
Well, the old hammer hands putt. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Let's head to this lengthy par 4. Looks like this one's bunker bound. Henny, what does that lie look like?
This is perfect. They can make great contact. You couldn't ask for a better sand lie here.
Getting ready to play their 3rd.
You see how
That's
far
frustrating.
back I put that,
Ooh,
and it
12
still ran
footer.
back 12
We'll have
foot.
to make a few of these today. Hey, nice looking line. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Here's Lexi Thompson. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Next up is this 2-shot hole. That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. Time for the second shot here at the 6th.
Luke, that's a swing
on.
only a mother could love.
It's a little wayward. That's in the sand.
Whoop. This is going to be another bogey because there's no way this is going anywhere. Yep.
Time now. for the
Fast,
4th
even though I
shot.
swung it almost as slow as I could.
He'll be glad to be putting now. A bogey putt awaits. Well hold. Currently at +1 for the tournament.
They had bunkers
On the
right.
tee now, coming off the bogey.
Or they had hitting out of
A bit a
bunkers
sting in the
correct
tail, I'd imagine.
in the previous game and seemed to have completely messed it up. But what's funny is what they got right is hitting every other shot onto a green. In the previous game, if you didn't max spin a 5-iron, it wasn't going to stop. Now it does. Without max spin. It's so weird. Ah, that
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Oh, that was left all the way off the club.
Yep.
Second shot here on the 7th. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say. This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par.
The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
It's
And
sad
making
playing
one
this
bad
bad
mistake with
at
another, compounding it, not good.
Scottsdale.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
It's been a little up and down, but she's just one stroke back from her rival.
Good of you.
And how did that great shot
Remember
impact the
from
score? Let's
really
have a look
any-
at the leaderboard.
Any Tiger Woods game,
Currently
Scottsdale
at
was
2
always
over par.
an easier course. Same
Time to
with
see what this par
Sawgrass.
4 has in store. Not bad. Second shot here on the 8th. Going with the 7.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
That's inside the house of opportunity.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
Sitting at a couple over for the event. Teeing off now on the 9th hole.
Oh, look at that. You don't want that ball back.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This should play. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
One stroke behind her rival this week.
Oh, almost went in. Putting for birdie here.
Looks good.
Well, that'll play. And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. Always love a new beginning. Here we are at the opening hole of the back 9, the 10th.
This one heading to the bunker.
Now just 1 over par. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? This putt for par here. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. This hole here is a par 4. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. This one should find the rough. Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
He is not going to like this one bit. This is what bad lies are made of.
It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This is what they have left for par.
And there it is. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Now teeing off on the 12th hole. Opting for the 6-iron. This could be wet.
Sure. We'll say it went over there.
Don't be too steep into this one, playing from the card path. Don't want to ruin that club.
Not in real life, buddy, but pros get them for free if they're sponsored.
Here's a look at John Rahm from earlier.
This is his third.
And back to the play, shall we? This one for bogey.
Good stuff today, especially the short game.
Yeah, it's been great.
really
That's why I'm
sharp
over par,
today.
you fucking moron.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Teeing off here on the 13th hole. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one.
Well, I think they're attacking this one. They're really going to go for it.
Opting for the 5-iron.
Perfect, but it was
He's had
10 yards
disagreement with
left
the
of where I
caddy.
aimed it.
He's
So.
gone down a club.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
3 feet to go
Whatever,
here to
man.
the hole.
It was
Now they can
breaking
move
way more
ahead here
left.
if they hold this and leave Lexi Thompson behind.
Sitting at 2 over for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
A little bit of breeze ruffling the old hair, and it's coming straight on.
That's it. It's okay. Getting ready to play their third. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some. This one to save par.
There it is. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
And let's see what that super shot did to the leaderboard. Currently at 2 over par. The honour is yours. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
The tempo there was exquisite.
Well, this is a good risk-reward hole. Looks like they're taking plenty of risk here, going for the green. Ooh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle. That'll sting a bit. 6 feet remaining to the cup. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Stepping up to the 16th tee now. Going with the 9-iron, I think. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
And this putt will take them to 5 under. Let's get back to it, shall we? Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. That's a touch of class.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
If you're going to take out a driver, be mindful. The fairway does canter from right to left, so the golf ball could
There's no
kick
way
in
that
that
was
water
fast like
hazard.
that.
Bailing out to the right, there's no shame in that. You always have an opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
Yeah, just come back off. Come on. Hurry up. I don't have time for this.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. An opportunity to make their par. That gets the job done. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
From around 120 yards here.
Wind moving right to left on this shot.
That was wonderfully done. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Oh, that's too bad. It's just about 3 feet away. And that will do it for this player today.
Well, we couldn't do it in the second
Rich,
round.
just around to play now. An exciting finish we've got coming up.
Same to you, Luke. See you tomorrow.
Lexi did make the cut, though.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in.
Man, I don't know what it is. It's like the previous tournament did great. This one, ass. It was the same thing when I played horrible with that one tournament. I did great either the one before or the one after, I can't remember. And then that one was just
2K
ass.
Sports
Like,
and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you
I
the
can't have 2 in a
season-long
row
race
somehow.
for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Pleased you could join us for this
I
final
love how
round
it's
action.
slow and goes to the left.
I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, it's the final round in this one. What's our next player dealing with as they start their round?
Right now, Luke, this player is trailing heading into the final round. However, many things can happen. If the leader stumbles, this player's got a great opportunity to bypass, overtake, and win this tournament.
Today's promising to be an exciting
if they
one.
stumble
So
by
let's
10
get straight into the
shots.
action. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
Here we are at the second tee.
Lexi started with a double. I figured it'd be fast, that's why I aimed it to the right.
That was a little untidy,
But
wasn't it?
the tiny bit of
And that's a
push,
poor lie.
for
Will he be able
some
to get out of
reason,
here?
He's gonna need a digging truck, maybe? I don't
just
think the
goes
sandwich is good
way
enough to get
further
this
than
out.
anything.
And now we go back to the 5th hole where this happened just a moment ago.
Stop showing
From
me
long
so
range, nearly
many
gets it to fall.
highlights. I'm trying to get through the first season without turning them off.
Getting ready to play their third.
Why did they think people wanted more highlights? When they're just... No. Sometimes they're
How
even
close was that
worse.
to going
Because
down?
they don't even show anything.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one.
They're
Sitting
like,
at
you know
1
what?
over for the
So many
event.
people didn't like our highlights because all it was chip-ins. That's all they did. What if we did
That should find
more
the cut stuff.
highlights more often? The same amount of
Penny's
chip-ins,
down there.
and sometimes you can't
This
even
is
see the
down
where the
breeze, so
ball
it's gonna be
goes.
tough to stop it on this green.
And they're like, that's a great idea.
Looks
I
to have
hit
chosen
this
the
one
7-iron.
slow or fast every time. I cannot hit a good one
And here we are
on
with
this
the third
hole.
shot.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Jesus, man. And it's almost like in certain areas, it just won't let you not hit it really fast or slow.
Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Not
Currently
really.
at +1 for the tournament.
Moving
very
up the
boring to
leaderboard. I
watch.
like it.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands. Let's go
A
to our
touch
man
slow.
John on the ground.
It's supposed to
There's
go to the right.
something brewing down
I
there.
aimed for the
Let's
wind,
find
and it
out what
still
it
was
is.
10 yards left.
Hey guys, we're checking in down here with Lexi Thompson as she gets set here for her next shot on the 16th.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Ouch, that hurts.
Didn't realize it was downhill for some reason.
Oh, I love these momentum putts. Right on 10 feet. Let's go hole it.
This is what they have left for par here.
Nice little putt to hole, that one. I will take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
Whatever.
Well, this should be unpredictable. Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be.
Rich
Going with
does
the
not
7.
care what you think.
Nice out the rough here.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
And this putt to move into the top 10. For the par.
How?
Oh, here he comes into the top 10 with
I'm
a bolt.
10 shots from the
The leader
lead.
now has a 1-stroke advantage.
I'm in the top 30, you moron.
Here we are at the 6th hole. It's a decent fairway to hit this one. Not sure if they'll find
And we
it, though.
somehow missed it, aiming 30 yards left of
There's
this
been some
bunker.
great action out on the course. Let's take a look at this highlight from another person's play.
They do realize that 11-mile-an-hour wind won't push the ball that far to the right.
Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
And in she goes. That's a good save.
Good par save there from the greenside bunker. Job well done.
Sitting at 1 over for the event. A long par 4 this hole. Oh, that was pure. Time for the second shot at the 8th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. A spot in the top 20 awaits if they can make this putt.
Can't do anything
A
right
bit long
now.
on that one. This is a par putt.
Yep, tracking well.
And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. And this shot from about 150 yards out.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole.
John, what's going on out there?
Hey guys, we're checking in down here with Brooke Henderson as she gets set for her next shot here on the 3rd.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Just didn't drop.
What a
A
pull.
par putt on the table. That's a disappointing
You know,
par
it's
in
a
the
good
end
thing we
after
didn't
such a
birdie it. We
terrific shot
just
in.
would have bogeyed the next one anyway.
As we make the turn,
'Cause
it's
that
always good to
seems to
reflect
be
on what we've seen out there so far,
What's
Rich.
going on?
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
A chance now from the bunker for an up and down. That's on the green, but still a fair way away from the flag. Well, well holed. He'll take the birdie.
That's how you play a cart path.
And with that now, back to level par.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. That swing so pure, it reminds me of Adam Scott's. Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner. But the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle
How
just
the
for
hell was it that far left?
women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, two-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players, and that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. And
I don't know what's going on with this tournament. I can't
As we
hit
can see there, the
anything.
wind
I
definitely
cannot get
affecting that
anything
shot.
going. Barely get out of that bunker. Even
He's
though we
down
hit it
there.
almost
You
perfect.
got a read?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage.
I haven't even teed off, buddy.
And there's always the sense of a birdie in the air when we stride onto a par 5 tee.
Lovely, lovely rhythm.
Second shot here on the 13th hole. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Well, let's hope this
we
one
needed a
draws a good
three.
lie, because it's not going to be on the fairway.
Didn't think we did.
Getting ready to play their third. A chance to sneak inside top 20 in the standings here with this putt. Ooh, right by the hole. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This for par.
So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Not one time have I driven this fairway.
That's not the one he wanted.
I'm always in the heavy rough.
Rich, why don't we catch up on some of the other action going on around the course? Okay, time to return to the action. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Oh yeah,
Going
and
with the
since the
hybrid.
highlights are now even more wrong than the last game,
That's not the outcome they were after.
it's like,
Trying to draw that one
guys.
in there, but not committing to it, leaving it out.
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
whatever, man.
Just a short putt remaining here. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. Not quite sure about the strike on that one. This
Apparently
could
a
be heading towards the rough.
60-yard slice somehow.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
This is what bad luck looks like. Just off the fairway, but sitting really down.
That always looked wet, didn't it? And here we are with their fourth. And he needs this to save par. It was on a good line. And as the putt drops, 2 over, heading down the stretch.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Not
And
really.
a little slide down the standings after that hole. Teeing off here on the 16th hole. What happened there?
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Oh, yes. What a shot. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, sure. Well, you could say that.
Currently at +1 for the tournament.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Always exciting when you stand up on the tee on a short par 4.
If you're going to take out a driver, be mindful. The fairway does canter from right to left,
Sure.
so the golf ball could kick in that water hazard. Bailing out to the right, there's no shame in that. You always have an opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
Birdies are good. Harness them. Block the bogeys. They're bad. Never easy playing out of those fairway bunkers. And here we are with the third shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Well, it's time to tee off on the 18th hole. Yeah, that one will play. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 175 yards. All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Good shot there.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
And this putt is for a final score of 70. Steady on. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Bit too heavy-handed there. This next putt is for bogey. And that will do it. His work is done here. Well, Henny, when we saw this player pick out Lexi Thompson as their rival, we thought, wow, that was bold, that was ambitious, but they were up to the task and delivered the win.
Luke, Lexi does not take any prisoners. This player challenged her at the beginning of this event and beat her in the end. Great to be able to follow this individual battle throughout the event.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
Sorry for such bad play, guys. I know it's not interesting to watch at all. 3 doubles and 6 bogeys. That's 12 over right there. It's just sad. We stay in second place. And we got Lexi's stuff, surprisingly. Pro V1X. Lady shoes. Oh, they're men's shoes. Bridgestone ball. I wish I could see the Bridgestone ball or the Bridgestone stuff. We'll decline it for now and just take a look at what Bridgestone is. So we know we have the clubs, we got the ball. Yeah. Their balls are good, but yeah. But anyway, now we have Justin Thomas. He is 69th in the FedEx Cup. He's 29 years old and turned pro in 2013. You get a hat and some other stuff. But anyway, guys, again, sorry for such bad play. But we need to win one tournament. If we can win one tournament. Oh, and the next one is 72 holes. Okay. Arnold Palmer Invitational is 72 holes too. That's weird. I guess anything that has a requirement. But anyway, that's where we're gonna end it. Sorry about such bad play. I don't know what's going on, but hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. I'll see you.